They tryna figure out what I be on. I told 1250 get the drone. They killing niggas, it ain't smart to roam. Macaulay Coke and fuck your bitch when I'm home alone. These rap niggas need lyric clones. You niggas copycats worse than clones. Spanking rappers, teach them right from wrong. They wanna come see what the hype is on. I was thinking to myself, but the mic was on. I'ma spit until the lights come on. Till Donald Trump bring the lifers home. Still smashing whips when the lights is gone. Nazir Jones, one microphone.
My name is Raynetta Green. I served 16 years in a California state prison, and I was wrongfully convicted.
Heavens, we only became black, the practice coming back. No, if we came like this, they crucify us like that, incarcerate us like this, execute us like that, emulate us like this, but too late, it's all coming back, cause karma stays strapped, carries a full pack.
My name is Brewer. I'm an artist, an activist, a professor at UCLA. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I was wrongfully accused of 2 misdemeanors and a felony, and I would have been wrongfully convicted had it not been for the fact that I was a student at the nation's oldest and most prestigious law school, Harvard University.
My name is Jan Brewer, and I've been incarcerated for over 36 years.
My brother is Trayvon Windsor. He's been wrongfully incarcerated since November 11, 2008.
I served 32 years in prison. I'm gonna tell you right now what I was convicted on. Witness said he's seen a person do it for 3 seconds. And 3 seconds is not enough time to get a view of anybody.
I was charged with a home invasion and assault with a deadly weapon. Yeah, so I was sentenced to 10 years for assault with a deadly weapon and 6 years for home invasion.
And you were not responsible for this?
Didn't know anything about it.
And so what did your attorneys argue in your defense?
Well, in my opinion, they didn't. It was just an open and shut case because my co-defendants and what they did and, you know, their rap sheet and the way they constantly was involved in crimes and constantly going to jail, so it made it bad for me.
And I asked him, I said, well, how is it that you could think that I committed this crime? And I was the most shocked I've ever been by his response. He said, well, I don't. He said, but I think you know who did. He told me, he said, well, you need to get on the phone and call your homeboys, find out who did it, and let me know.
Roosevelt's family contacted me because they wanted to know, did he have anything to do with the crime? I'm sure he was telling his family that he was innocent, that he had nothing to do with the crime, nor was he there. And as a matter of fact, we was also looking for him to kill him also. We found his friend, which we killed, and we also shot his wife and left her for dead, but she survived, even though I did it. Roosevelt Allen, I knew, didn't do it.
It really bothers me to know that Roosevelt Allen is still in prison and the parole board knows that he's innocent and they let Mr. Brewer out and they left him there.
When I think about people needing to find a lawyer, once you enter the system, you have to find someone to represent you. And I think that even that in and of itself should be questioned. If I'm going through a system, I can't even use my own voice. I can't even advocate for myself. I need someone to advocate for me.
The experience I had being wrongfully incarcerated for even a brief period of time changed my life and revealed to me how much we're in a crisis with prisons in this country and need to transform the way that justice operates in the United States of America.
If you're going to look at the prison industrial complex, you have to look at the intergenerational impacts. And it's like, how far does it go back?
One of the things that's really difficult to deal with are wrongful convictions that come from witnesses who testify to something that isn't accurate or isn't true.
If you get arrested for something you didn't do and it involves a gun will be there.
I was actually arrested twice on this case. I was arrested on the testimony of one witness. The DA actually rejected the case and told them, you need to get another witness. So they simply did. They got another witness. You know, they asked her, okay, well, do you see the guy in the court? And she points to me. And at that point, I turned to my attorney and I asked her, I said, who is this bitch? I've never seen this bitch before in my life. That was it. We went off to county jail, thinking in my mind, there's no way I'm going to prison for murder, for life. That I didn't do. I just didn't believe that was going to happen.
I did have the opportunity to read a lot of central files and transcripts and court documents. A couple of those that I read, I do believe that they probably were wrongfully placed in prison, and the sentence was extreme.
So there is no justice in this justice system.
Video evidence today is huge. There's almost nowhere you can go today where you're not going to be captured somewhere or somehow on video.
If they had the technology they had back then in 1984, I never would have been arrested. Because today, a camera will catch you at 6 different angles.
So if a person is facing 25 to life in prison, and you offer that person 11 years in prison instead, then they'll likely take that offer because they are afraid of a jury finding them wrongfully finding them guilty, and then being sent to prison for the rest of their lives.
I would never admit to a crime or anything else that I didn't do. If I didn't participate, I'm not going to admit to being guilty for something that I didn't do. So if it took me to fight for the rest of my life, then that's what it would have took me.
Even if somebody we know has done a lot of bad things in the community, we can't justify putting somebody in jail for something they didn't do, just to get them off the streets, even if that will maybe even save a life down the road.
So it boggled my mind for them to find me suitable and leave Roosevelt Allen still in prison. It boggles my mind to this day.
I'ma spit until the lights come on, till Donald Trump bring the lifers home. Still smashing whips when the lights is gone. Nazir Jones, one microphone. The clock ticking, it's my comfort zone. Even the Mexicans fuck with Holmes.